Okay, today I'm going to be demonstrating the Ric-O-Sound wiring setup utilizing two bass amps and a Rickenbacker 4003. I'm going to show you the equipment that we're going to use. I'm going to demonstrate the different sounds you can get utilizing the Ric-O-Sound wiring setup. Okay, these are the amps that we're going to be using today. The bass amp is going to be they're both bass amps, of course, but the bass output amp that we're going to be using is a Carvin Pro Bass 150. This has 15-inch speaker and 100 watts output. Using this speaker, it can get up to 150 watts, but with the speaker in the combo cab, it's 100 watts. Okay, and the other bass amp that will be utilizing the treble output is the Working Man's 10. This has a 10-inch speaker. I believe this has 75 watts, and these correspond. Is the Ric-O-Sound unit. Okay, now the plug labeled bass, right, that's going to the Carvin, and the plug labeled treble is going to the Working Man's 10. And this middle cable is the input to the Rickenbacker bass. I'm going to show you that in a second. I have the settings pretty much to the middle on the Carvin. I do have the bass attenuated a little, extra deep button. I took off the bright button on the Carvin. And on the Working Man's 10, again, same kind of thing, just basically straight up so that just getting the sound of the Ric as much as possible. Okay, let's take a look at the Ric. Okay, here's my 1998 Rickenbacker 4003, and this is the input. Okay, you see the jack from that Ric-O-Sound box is going into the Ric-O-Sound input. The other input is standard, and that's what you'd use. Just going straight into a single amp, but we're going to use the Ric-O-Sound box today, which will allow us to use the 2 amps in 2 different setups, and they correspond to the, of course, bridge and neck pickups on the Rickenbacker, which we can select using the toggle switch. Middle, of course, uses both. This one uses the neck pickup. This one uses the bridge pickup. Okay, so let's turn everything on and see how it sounds. Let's turn the amps on. All right, so here's how it sounds in the middle position. With now we're using both amps. Of course, each amp is only using the output from an individual pickup. Nice full sound. We're getting the highs out of the Working Man's 10 and the deeper bass pickup coming out of the Carvin. All right, now turning the toggle switch down, so we're going to be coming out of the Working Man's 10. Toggle up, goes to the Carvin. Accent the bass sound. If I want to accent the highs, maybe do a lead cut. Some chord work. And then in the middle, I use both of them. cross effect. Maybe put them on either side of the drummer, get a good effect. Nice range of tone there. So that's your Ric-O-Sound. Say the top plugs right into the middle cable, and then one cable each going to the amps. You can also modify the settings on the amps. Maybe accent the bass response on one, accent the treble response on the other, so that their different tones can be accented even further. I think it's pretty cool. I'm going to try it out next week at the Howlin' Thurston's gig at the Callicoon Brewery in Callicoon. If you happen to be out that way next Saturday, come and see us. I'm going to be showing this off.